Hi, everybody. So today we're going to talk about marketing, and more specifically, we're going to talk about consistency in marketing and why consistency is one of the most powerful things that you can do in marketing. So I was thinking about it. This week I had some friends fly in from out of town, and they came to my office to visit. And when they walked in, they said, "You know what? If I didn't know this was your office, I would totally know by the way it looks. Red, white, and black walls, everything in those brand colors, and just the way things are laid out. It looks very similar to my website, my business cards, my books, my products." And they were like, "Yeah, this office is totally you." So it made me think about how deep and how powerful consistency is, and made me go back to the 80s in my mind, back to when Pepsi was running a campaign called the Pepsi Challenge. And what they were doing is they were doing like blind, taste tests where they would pick people off the streets and have them taste, Pepsi and Coke. And they touted that over 50% of the people chose Pepsi over Coca-Cola. Well, this caused Coca-Cola to go into this frenzy of like, we don't want to lose any of our market share. So they decided to, for the first time in 99 years, first time since the beginning, when Coca-Cola was introduced in 1886, they decided that they were going to reformulate the formula. So they were going to change it. So they started doing a bunch of taste tests, and they figured that what people liked was the sweeter taste of Pepsi. So they were going to reformulate it into something sweeter. And they did taste tests on over 200,000 people, and they finally got it just right. And it's funny. I've always thought like there's so much psychology to this, but it's like somebody has their eyes closed and they're tasting something, and they have to kind of make a quick decision. Oh, which one do I like? But Coke never really considered at that time the emotional attachment that people feel to products that they become loyal to, or to anything. To just like this becomes like an emotional piece to you, to your life, like something that you drink every single day. So they ended up launching what they called New Coke, and people flipped. I mean, flipped out, did crazy stuff. So one guy, for instance, drove like halfway across the United States and just bought all the Coke he could, and he like thousands of dollars, and he hoarded a bunch of the Coke before it was supposedly gonna, run out. People protested in Atlanta at the Coca-Cola headquarters. They held up signs saying it's not the real thing, and just people flipped out. They were getting 1,500 phone calls a day. People just complaining, going nuts. People were writing letters saying our kids are never going to know what refreshment is. So obviously Coca-Cola hit this emotional chord with people, and I don't think that they ever factored that in. And it's just a consistency thing. Like you get used to something. If they theorized later, if they would have just slowly changed the formula and not told anybody, I mean, people probably wouldn't have flipped out. They wouldn't have really noticed over time that it changed little by little. So there you have it. Less than 3 months later, Coca-Cola had to quickly flip back and reintroduce the old Coke formula, which they called Coca-Cola Classic. And when they did that, their sales shot up even higher than before. So some people kind of theorize that they did that on purpose. Coca-Cola has never claimed that. They always said that, they didn't do that. But it's a really great lesson in the power of consistency, and that consistency goes well beyond just look and feel and things that you would think. Consistency runs really deep even into our emotional base. So I'd love for you to take anything that you do, if you own your own business, if you're a speaker, your products, anything, or if you work at a company, and think about how consistency plays out in your life. Maybe even who you are as a person. Like what kind of consistency are you putting out there? Are you somebody that consistently is late? Or are you consistently a flake? Or are you consistently like there for your friends and people can rely on you and you're trustworthy and you have integrity? All of these things they're all part of your marketing, your personal marketing, your branding, your personal branding. So just something to consider, that consistency is really important. In my book, The Unbreakable Rules of Marketing, it's rule number 1, and the rule is actually consistency beats ability. So there you have it. Next time that you need to think about your marketing, do not discount or forget the power of consistency. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye.